South Decrub from Southeast Asia. This will be episode or volume number 256 of the alienanalprobe.com broadcasts. Oh, crap. Okay, all tapes, all recordings, all photos, all videos, all thoughts are copyrighted 2023 by stockphotosworldwide.com. You can go there to find the aliens. You can go to alienanalprobe.com to find the aliens. You can go to theyclaim.com to find the aliens. And, oh, God, I don't want to go through all the names. It's listed on, you just go to alienanalprobe.com. That's the main page. And that'll tell you all the other places you can find them. For those who may not have listened for a while, we are no longer updating the RSS feeds. They're dead, done, gone. Well, no, God, I say that every time. No, they're not gone. They're still there. The existing ones, the ones that were made into RSS feeds, they're going to stay there for, until the traffic drops off to nothing, I guess. It looks like that's going to be a while, because they're not being promoted or anything at all. They're just there, like little lumps of coal in the Christmas stocking. Nobody wants it. RSS as a format just seems to be dying, and it's been dying for years and years and years, and there's not hardly any upturn to it. It's just a steady, slow decline. People just didn't like it. It kind of sort of worked for a while, then it didn't. And everybody thought, well, it'll come back. No, it never did. So RSS for us is done. The only way we're doing these now is from our own servers. We will not screw around with YouTube. We will not be told what to do, what to say. Same with farce book. God, we say all kinds of crazy, objectionable, obnoxious, politically disgusting crap on here, and I plan to continue it. I'm just reminded by the woman on Farce Book some few years ago. She made a comment to her friend on Facebook, and she said, I believe the quote was, "All men are ugly." And no, there's no and, that's it. And they kicked her the hell off, because that was hate speech, or, okay, we aren't going there. We're not going there. No, that's insanity. That's clinical insanity. That's insanity. That's the only word that fits. Oh my God, that's just, okay. So we have a giant collection of alien stories and tall tales and drunken rantings, and we go through them, and I think most of them we just say, well, that's bullshit, and we kick it to the curb and then run over it with a Cadillac. A few of them we say, well, geez, I don't know, maybe possibly, let's explore this further. This one is worth further exploration. When we say that something might possibly have credibility, we are saying that it is worthy of further explanation, explanation and research and exploration. It's worth it to look at it more. That's all we're saying. It might turn out 5 minutes later that it's bullshit and we kick it to the curb, but it's worth looking at it more. That's all it means when we say it has possible credibility. If something does have maybe possible credibility, we got to decide how much. And we take a little pinch of sand, we drop it in a big bucket. There's a picture of the bucket on alienanalprobe.com. The cat's in there taking a crap. And, if the bucket's ever full, we believe in aliens. That's it. It's our whole thing. Now, I know this where are we? We're just about mid-June. Quite a lot of people, I suppose. I'm not tuned into anything. I'm just a hermit. I live in a little concrete bunker on top of a building in a Southeast Asian city. I go out sometimes to pet the cats. That's about it. a number of people, I do talk to some people. People are telling me that they are following this sighting. Actually, a little more than a sighting in Las Vegas. Actually happened, I believe, like May 6th, something like that, a month ago, 5 weeks ago, maybe. And it just really kind of hit the news just in the last week or 10 days. Go Google it. Just go Google Las Vegas sighting aliens. That's probably all you need right there. It's going to pop up. It's a pretty fascinating case. I'm not going to comment too much on it because it needs to shake out for a while. I do know that the quote-unquote experts who are in it, some of them are on scene right there. Some of them went there exactly for that case. They're saying that they cannot find any evidence at all of hoaxing. Polygraph now, right now, and then we move on to the waterboard, which I like best, but actually trained to do that. It's a cool tool. Hey, honey, what were you doing last night? You were out pretty late with the girls. Oh, no, I weren't doing nothing, asshole. No, none of your fucking business. No, fuck you. Well, honey, could you step into the garage for a minute, please? Because I want to show you something. Yeah, what do you want, asshole? I'm very busy. Come on, honey, come on. You get her out there and you get her in that fucking tub. And you start the waterboard. I was certainly within 30 minutes, you're going to know what the fuck she was doing. Oh, that would be politically incorrect. Oh my God. Oh, Christ. Okay. Waterboarding works nearly every single time. Polygraphs work most of the time, depending on the skill of the examiner. I would want to polygraph them. I mean, God, I'd pay for it. I think there's 3 involved, 3 witnesses. They saw a green thing before that. I can't remember how long. A little while before that, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. I don't know. And the police saw it too, and the police caught it on video. It looked to me like a bolide. It looked to me like just a simple old bolide, and it looked like it hit, not even close to where these guys were working on their car in their backyard in the dark. But it just looked like a bolide. So I've seen those green things a few times. If they ain't bolides, then oh, son of a bitch. I'll look more closely next time I see one. It just looked like a bolide. Hard to believe there's aliens living in a bolide, but their sighting was pretty dramatic. Go read it. I think I actually read some of the text of it last episode, and as it develops more, I'll read more. But I want to say I'm excited about it, but not really, because this shit just has a way of turning out to be dog crap. It just has a way about it, just when you get to the point where you think, no, this ain't no hoax. This is the real deal. Somebody comes forward with phone records, Hell. Okay, what was that guy, that black guy in back east somewhere? He made up that he paid those guys to beat him up, slap him around, and put a noose on his neck or some damn thing. And lots of you all still think that's real, don't you? Yeah, right. So we'll give this green bolide case a little time. But if it's true, I don't think we're ever going to get to the point where we can say, okay, this one's true, because There does not seem to be any usable security video of anything except the bolide thing. But no video of the crash, no video of the aliens. They got a guy down there named George Knapp, and he's on it. I mean, that's his home territory. He's on it. He's on it like a chicken on a bug, you know. He will get to as much of a bottom as there is to get to. I trust him to do that. I think he's top of the line investigator. Whatever is to be had, he will get it. He will get it. He's tenacious. He's a pit bull with a rag, you know. You can't stop him. So I'm really curious how this is going to shake out. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting. I'll read more later. Okay, so, oh hell, hold on. And again, Logitech has screwed us. Again, Logitech has screwed us. It has cut out the text window at the lower right. Okay, well, I don't know if I saved it or not. On the last episode, it did the same damn thing. And I thought I had saved it and recovered that text window, and it turned out I had not. It was all screwed up. It cut off half of it. So if it does it again this time, then that's it for Logitech. That's it. It's going out the goddamn fucking door. I'm so sick of this Mattel grade toy shit. No. I'll throw this fucker out the window. Jesus. Their software is just as bad as their hardware, and it always has been. It has been, I don't know when they came out, I think before 2000, something like that. And somehow they got this reputation as being this cool stuff, good hardware, reliable, valuable, and no, it's crap. It's crap. God, I can't even count how many mice and keyboards and cameras and stupid Logitech shit I bought because it was stuck in my brain that this, for some reason, somehow this was good stuff. But it's not. It is absolute stinking garbage. It's garbage. It's for kids. I said that last night. It's for kids to play games. That's it. Not even serious gaming. Sucking hell. So we'll see. I mean, I'm showing a clear screen right now. I'm showing everything I'm supposed to see right here in my view of your feed. But I did last night too. It drops out that the text screen in the lower right. It just drops it out, and then when you try to bring it back, it's corrupted. So, and I fought it for weeks. So that'll be it. It'll be a joy to uninstall that goddamn crap. I'll go back to OBS. Okay, so we got this giant collection. We're going to start going through it. I'm not going to choose one at random right now. I'm going to do the first one in the queue. Only because I hate these old ones so much, but I know we have to get through them. Oh, God, help us. So we're going to struggle through this one. It's short. There it is. See, that's it. So like hold your breath or do some other fun thing for about 2-3 minutes. I'm going to go through this turkey quickly. Chimney Rock Pass, North Carolina, December 1811. Therein lies the problem. Times afternoon. Several Rutherford County mountaineers reported the Spectre Battle of Chimney Rock Pass. And I know what's coming. Because I've read a billion of these. And they're all of the same flavor, and I don't know what to make of them. I never knew what to make of them, and I don't want to think about them anymore because they make no damn sense whatsoever. The principal witnesses, an elderly farm couple living in the deepest part of the ravine, wanting to be left alone, described a battle between two opposing armies of horsemen high up in the air, all mounted on winged horses. Okay, you get the flavor of this? There's going to be a religious connotation here sometime. There always is. The battle lasted 10 minutes after the Commander of one army cried, "Charge!" The two armies dashing into each other, thrusting and hacking. The ring of their clashing swords audible, their blades glittering and flashing in the setting sun's rays. When one army was routed and left the field, the shouts of the victors and wails of the defeated were plainly heard. On subsequent evenings, what the hell? This is a nightly series? On subsequent evenings, the old couple and three respectable men, quote unquote, respectable drunks, visiting them again saw the specter troopers, but not in battle. Okay, time warp, some kind of a time tunnel viewing into another time and dimension. Well, that the old Twilight Zone or One Step Beyond or something started out like that. It scared the hell out of all of us kids. We're traumatized. I still am to this day. Should sue them. I don't know what to make of these. I've speculated endlessly. I can't speculate anymore because I don't know what they're about at all. I got no clue. I got nothing. I got nothing for this. So, but now we've gone through it. I can't give it any credibility. We're done. Okay, let's just crap. Okay. God, can we stomach one more old one? Yeah. Okay. This isn't Armies in the Sky. At least. Okay. God, London, England. Okay, that means I got to translate from Swahili to English. February 23rd, 1838, time is night. The following day on Turner Street near Commercial Road, a strange figure knocked on the resident's door. The following day. Okay, something happened the day before. Somebody got probed the day before. But we must have gone through that some other time. Alrighty. Strange figure knocked on the resident's door. When a servant boy answered the door, the figure asked to speak to the master of the house, Mr. Ashworth. The boy turned to call Mr. Ashworth when he noticed out of the corner of his eye that the visitor was none other than Spring-Heeled Jack. Oh my God, imagine his horror. With glowing orange eyes and clawed hands, Spring-Heeled Jack waved his fist at the boy and leapt over the house on Commercial Road. The lad noticed that under his cloak an embroidered letter W on his shirt. Well, we don't know. Spring-Heeled Jack, I don't know if you haven't followed him, and who would. He was a creepazoid about that era. I don't remember how long he hung around in London. He would breathe fire into people's faces and burn the face off. And I don't know what else he did. He was just all kinds of mischief, 24/7 pretty much. And then when people started to close in on him, he would just leap over a 5-story building, laughing and farting all the way. And then after I don't know if he killed anybody or not. I can't remember. He certainly terrorized them. But I've seen this stuff in communities. I've seen it even in local communities in modern times. Some local community or neighborhood even, they get the idea that something is going on. Something is going on. Somebody's doing this. Something's creeping around. And they will build on it and build on it and build on it. And pretty soon it's this outrageously stupid story about something like Spring-Heeled Jack. And it will go on and on, continue on to live in their imaginations until they just kind of get bored with it and move on to other things. I always suspected that's what Spring-Heeled Jack was, but I don't recall ever that there was reported any kind of flying saucer associated with him. Okay, so we've done our duty in that turkey piece of crap. I'll be a lot happier when we get up to, 1900. Okay, I'm just going random. What do we got? Okay, near London, England. God damn it. Swahili again. 1937. Okay, well, at least we're up, sunlight's coming out. Daytime. An 8-year-old girl was walking alone in a meadow when she saw a huge silvery object with stilt-like protrusions hovering above her. Well, that's fairly a little bit detailed, Could have been a dirigible. Well, they don't have stilts. Well, maybe some did. I don't know. I never saw it. I never heard of it. A platform of some kind descended from the object, and 3 tall men dressed in red stepped down. Huh. One carried her on board the object as she realized she was unable to move. Yeah, it's called being petrified. Been there. The interior of the object appeared much larger, and she recalled being placed on a molded chair facing a dazzling bright light. Okay, it's pretty commonly reported that when you go in there, it looks like it's 50 feet long, and you get inside there and it's 500 feet long. And I've heard explanations from quantum people about how that could easily be the case, and I didn't follow them because my brain is just 6 sizes too small. The molded chair thing. Sometimes people will say they're led over to this steel chair. It looks like shit. It looks like they're thinking, oh my God, my bones are going to ache in 1 minute. And they sit down and it kind of molds around them and it's warm. And I want that chair. She then experienced unique thoughts and visions. Later, she was taken to an enormous pyramid and wandered inside dark corridors. Until she found a door that opened to the meadow where she was originally taken from. I think she fell down, hit her head. I'm not saying positively. I'm just thinking what's more likely. I've been knocked out quite a number of times, and sometimes, life just goes like that for a little while afterwards. It's like an installment of Monty Python's Flying Circus, Oh wait, here's a note. Oh God, I hate the notes because they're so stupid. Thank you, Bill. Okay. Early report, yada yada, especially the space-time distortion. This curious feature has been reported. Okay, whatever. We don't care. Okay. Filipov. Oh, Russia. Who cares? Russia, that's all you need to know. That's all one big nasty sore on the ass of society. 1937, times unknown. Several strange men who entered her house visited a local adult woman named Anna, who lived in an isolated wooden house located 6 kilometers from the main village. That's a mistake right there. That's what the aliens look for. They're cruising around. They're in cloaking mode, and they're out on the balcony of the top of the saucer, and they're looking down, and they're saying, hey, there's a good one there. Look at that one, Bob. She's got big boobies. Come on, let's go down. Bob's like, no, man, too many people. No, look over there, about 6 kilometers outside the village. Look at that fool trying to live out like that. Let's go get that one, Morty. And Morty's like, oh yeah, Bob, look at her titties are even bigger. Oh my God, punch it, Bob. Okay. They had gray, greenish faces, big, hairless heads. God, what I wouldn't give for some detail. Large, dark, slanted eyes. Oh, come on. had a really hard night. Big monsoons all night. Big hairless heads, large dark slanted eyes, and hooved feet. Are they a regular hoof or are they cloven hoof? Are they a goat or a horse? It's interesting. This whole notion of hooved, cloven feet, whatever. There's a lot of that, a lot of reports of that, and I try to think of that from an evolutionary standpoint, and I'm thinking, well, horses have done okay like that for however many million years, still going strong. Why not? Goats, pigs, women? No, I mean female goats. So maybe that could work. Maybe hooved feet are not so outlandish. One of them asked her politely for help. What? Requesting iodine. What? And saying, we have our ship on at the nearby lake. One of our men injured his hand while closing a hatch. Huh. She gave them a small bottle of iodine. The aliens then installed a strange device supported by tripod legs with an object remotely resembling an old photo camera on top. Installed it. What do you mean installed it? How? What, into the floor of the house? What are they talking about? She gives them the bottle of iodine. Okay, I'm thinking, okay, they're going to say bye-bye. Thank you. Captain Crab, bye-bye. So what is this? What is this tripod thing? Looks like a tripod. Looks like it has no photo camera on top. Well, they're going to shoot the nudies. Oh shit! They're going to probe her, and then they're going to videotape that, and they're going to take it back and sell it. Sucking hell. Anna then offered the men milk, which they drank. Well, they're setting up tripods and cameras and lighting and screens and reflectors, and they're putting some soft pink carpet thing on the floor and soft music and candles and perfume, and she says, hey baby, want some milk? And they suck it down. The closed bottle of iodine was capped by a rag and wooded plug on the rag. The aliens took the plug out and took the rag, and with a gesture indicating disgust, threw the rag away. Well, yeah, that makes sense. A device resembling a rubber hose was placed on the top of the bottle at the neck. After that, they placed the device positioned in a way that it will face the bottle. It was an apparent decontamination procedure. So they said, God, nothing can live in iodine. Not for long. But they felt apparently that they had to decontaminate this little bottle of iodine before they could use it or something. It was after this was done, they escorted the woman out of her house. Outside her home, another green man was watching her. When the aliens finished what they were doing, they went out, thanked the woman for the food and iodine, and went away. Well, okay, so the injured alien crewman guy, apparently he was there. Oh, this is just crap. And there's no more mention of this tripod thing. Okay, well, I just can't do anything. It's just silly. It's just a silly one, Oh, hell. Well, now we know why. Now we know why. Down right in the second line from the bottom, what's the sons of bitch's name? Anton Anfilov. Okay, let's just get him out of our brains. Cocaine Vrachia, something Greece. Really short. Date 1937 times night. Witnesses saw a creature half goat, half man. Okay. I hate to say it, but that's been reported before. The thing that sort of gets me is that you go through all these. We started out with 9,400 of these. Now we're down to 8,000. I've gone through the 9,400 3 times. This is my 4th time. If people are making these all up, they're going to make up every single thing under the sun. Some of them are pretty creative, but they're not all that creative. Half goat, half man. Okay, that's been done. Okay. Nobody reports a 30-foot long snake with 7 pairs of wings and 15 legs. Nobody. It's never been reported. If people were just using their imagination to try to think of outlandish shit, wouldn't something like that be something they would think of? Somebody somewhere would. There would be a far, far greater variety of made up stuff. I believe over hundreds of years, every continent, almost every country. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, witnesses saw a creature, half goat, half man, screaming and shouting. I see all of that shit. When I was in the U.S., I went to 7-Eleven a few times late at night. That's what I saw. After a while, it vanished into thin air. I saw that too, yeah. Okay. Jesus God. Okay. No, I'm not going to dignify it with it. Okay, Sydney, Australia. Thank you. It's a weirdo place, but it's better than some others. Sydney, Australia, 1937 times night. Okay, after waking up on 2 consecutive nights, feeling paralyzed and in a deep sweat, the witness left the light on the 3rd night and woke up to see 2 small figures dressed in black standing by his bed. Okay, and everybody knows what I think of ones where they say they were sleeping and they woke up and then shit happened. They just didn't wake up. They just dreamed stuff and they wrote it down. He thought that they looked like 2 little nuns. What the hell? With their heads covered. Oh, God. Well, this is turning rather politically incorrect here really quickly. One of them was trying to pull the clothes off of him. All those wacky nuns. Come on. He said the Lord's Prayer, and the strange figures left. Oh, here we go. Here's the capper. He was involved in other encounters. Okay, I don't like those either. I'm not saying all witnesses who've had, been probed 23 times are making it up, but probably. We're not doing good. We ain't doing good. Okay, location not given. You don't know what continent. Come. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. 1937 night. A man and his 2 sisters reported that on the day of their mother's death. Oh, no. Not a ghosty one. I hate those. They're not supposed to be in here, but they sneak in here. A man and his 2 sisters reported that on the day of their mother's death, they were terrified to see a figure descending the stairs. Yeah, hey, Mom, how you doing? Feeling better? The figure had a face the man saw again years later. Oh, God, no. On the dust jacket of the book Communion. Oh, that's Witless Streber. Oh, God, I give him the same credibility as I give Anton Anfilov. I think he's just a. Do I believe that Witless Streber ever wrote a single true word? No, sir, I do not. Okay. The figure, okay. Ah, shit. That of an alien with large, slanted, black, oval-shaped eyes, no other information. Okay. Get the hell out of my database there. Jeez. Fontana, California. Been there. 1937. Time is 2100, 9 o'clock at night. So, God, we got... Every time I get in Southeast Asia, I don't know what it is, humidity or allergens or something, but my nose gets really, really sensitive, and it will stay that way for as long as I'm here, and nothing has ever solved it. Jeez. And it's not so much about sniffling, it's about just like itching or just feeling screwed up in some way. It's really high humidity. I would have thought the dry would have done it. Anyway. Okay, soon after the main witness and some friends were illuminated by an unknown shaft of orange light coming from the sky while walking back from the movies. The main witness remembered waking up at night, finding his bedroom filled with a subdued light and 4 or 5 little figures with big heads and eyes looking at him. Oh, God. Dreaming. California dreaming. Would you suck up your nose there, Paisano? 1937, there wasn't a lot around. The figures appeared to be light blue or green-gray in color. Kind of like a garden slug, right? The figures then would move around and touch him. Go with it, man. Just go with it. They're not hurting you. See where it's going to lead. Read a book. So they're doing this, what? Wait, he said one night, he recalled, so that means they're doing it, what, like every night? I thought it was just this first night. Shit. Woo-woo. It's just crap. Okay. One night he recalled seeing the little men, and a white light would appear at the door accompanied by a tall man. He could not see his features. That appeared to be in charge of the little humanoids. He never felt any fear during the encounters, plural. Oh, hell. Okay. Come on, get going there. Oh, God, they're just silly. We're stuck in this silly rut here. Okay, Saint, I guess, Pazan, France. I don't know. Don't care. Speak English or just shut the hell up. February 1937. Time is 2000, 8 o'clock at night. On a road near his village, a Mr. I thought it was Billion. It's Billin. And a female friend saw hovering in a field very close from the ground a luminous, multicolored, almost square-shaped object. Just a couple of nights ago, I was watching some overinflated imbecile on TV or something. One really good sighting from a Navy jet fighter pilot was an object that was a clearish translucent sphere with a perfect square inside of it. And this brainiac expert, quote unquote, made some comment about how he couldn't imagine why the aliens would use a square, because that's not very aerodynamic, is it? And he just wanted to backhand him. Just get the hell out. If that's all you've got to offer, get the hell out. Jeez. Okay. Almost square-shaped object. They could see two figures about a meter in height walking back and forth very rapidly in front of the object. The witnesses watched the scene from about 100 meters away. Close enough? Close enough? The figures appeared to be wearing brown-green colored uniforms. The witnesses were in a state of shock after the incident. I like that. I like that. I like it when they're due and properly terrified, because that means maybe they actually saw something. Okay, this is the first one that I think it's the first one that gets any sands of credibility for this episode. I'm going to give them 3 or 4. What do you think? 3 or 4 grains? Can't decide. Let's say 4. Let's say 4. All right. Holy crap. Okay. I find it interesting. You can see what we struggle with here in Southeast Asia. Here we're at the middle of the day, but it's a monsoon going on. And those things are odd. They're just odd. They bring in this oppressive air. It's just heavy and sopping wet. I swear to God, you could wring out an invisible towel in the air in front of you, and water would hit the floor. I swear you could do that. So we've got 2 air conditioners going. One of them is new, and we've got fans. Let's see, 1, 2. We got 2 fans directing that flow more directly onto me. And you can still see I'm just sitting here sweating. So it's going to be a long day. This is what we struggled with all during the early years. We had so many rattly fans and air conditioners going that they created so much background noise that we couldn't get it out. Well, we could, but when we got it out, it introduced a bunch of other new noise artifacts, and that was about as bad as the fan noise, and we struggled with that for years and years and years, and we finally found a few tricks that are kind of sort of working. I mean, sound still isn't as good as we'd like, but it's listenable, at least at this point. Southeast Asia is just a little bit of a hard thing for a lot of reasons, a hard place for a lot of reasons. Okay, I'm not going to try to pronounce any of this. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They got 8 place names to describe one location in Brazil. They're just crazy about this. March 1937, times unknown. A tall, hairy, powerful humanoid reported to have been the legendary Mapinguari. I'm familiar with this thing. I have not studied it. Supposedly went on a 3-week rampage in this small farming town. Probably some drunken farmers. Somebody messing with his wife. Somebody or something with superhuman strength, enough to tear out, T-A-R-E, out their huge tongues. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, okay, here we go. Somebody or something with superhuman strength, enough to tear out their huge tongues, slaughtered a large number of heads of cattle. Well, that's common. Come on, people. You know this. When things die out there, in the bush of the Serengeti or whatever the hell, the tongue goes really quickly. That's a delicacy, Pretty much every critter likes it. It's easy to get out. It's soft. It's tasty. What the hell? In the cases where they say, yeah, man, the tongue was sliced off at the base of the throat, those make me nervous. God, jeez, I value my tongue. But when they say they're just ripped out, well, that's called nature. Reports included several sightings, humanoid-like tracks as long as 18 inches, and horrible roaring sounds from the woods. Oh, hell. Okay. Altogether, over 100 heads, it's head, over 100 head of yellow cattle of Old Spanish origin were killed, all the way to Ponta Branca, located 150 miles south of Barra Garcas. Fucking shit. Okay, well, there were no flying saucers. And I don't like it. Bye-bye. Okay, near Naples, Italy. Oh, God, I can pronounce that. Thank you, Italians. I like Italians, I do. I do. March, April 1937, times 0200. 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 men engaged in smuggling wine. Oh, bad boys, bad boys. 2 men engaged in smuggling wine next to Capodicino Airport came upon a landed disc-shaped object. Oh, yeah. Dancing tonight. God bless. Let's just do this again. 2 men engaged in smuggling wine next to Capodicino Airport came upon a landed disc-shaped object 20 to 30 meters in diameter. The object resembled 2 inverted plates and emitted a weak glow around its circumference. Okay, very straightforward. The surface of the craft was silvery and lusterless. Gotcha. A high-pitched hum now became evident, and 3 rows of lights became visible alongside of the object. A fluorescent blue glow on top also became visible, and a pink glow on the bottom. Okay, whatever, we don't care. Furthermore, along the lower section, dim blue-red flames became visible. Oh, righty. Inside a small cupola on top. Did you get probed or not? Come cut to the goddamn phone. Inside a small cupola on top of the object, a dark humanoid figure was seen briefly by the witnesses. Doing what? See a flasher? That'd be something, wouldn't it? Alien flasher. Yeah, okay. Okay. So the craft also had a small cupola on its lower section. That's for the servants. The craft rose to 400 meters and then took off towards nearby Vesuvius volcano, quickly disappearing from sight. Okay. No notes. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, perfectly possible. Yeah, I can go something on this. I can go 3 grains of sand. It's not outrageous. Pretty normal, actually. See what our normal is now compared to what it used to be, some time ago. What the hell? Oh. I wish Windows would let us control the scroll rates on these apps. Jeez. Okay, Bio Altodura, Portugal, 1938, time various. Uh-oh, sounds active. That's very short, though. Bonifacio. Yeah, a local shepherd reportedly met on top of a nearby mountain a shining lady. No, and she told him to build a church or she'd have him killed. Oh, hell. Okay. Local shepherd meets shining lady, which apparently communicated with him. Others living in the area reported seeing strands of an unknown material falling to earth and dissipating as they reached the ground. Well, that's been reported some number of times in the presence of really well-documented UFO things. Strands of something wafting down like spiderwebs. A lot of it. I mean, in some cases, a lot of it. I seem to recall there was one in France. Can't remember when, long time ago, 100 years, maybe, can't remember. Just tons of this stuff came down. And the people went around, collected it up. Because what else? You know, in little bottles or whatever. And as I recall, within a day or two or three, it had disappeared even from the rubber stoppered medicine bottles. Something like that. There have been a lot of reports of things like that falling down. Okay. Yeah. Okay, here's a note. He agrees. Appears to be a Marian apparition, which sometimes blends in very well with UFO-related phenomena, such as the apparent fall of angel hair reported in this case. Okay. Gotcha. I don't think it has anything at all to do with aliens in any way, shape, or form. Red Oak, Texas. Thank you, Texas boys. We're back at home. God dang it. It's refreshing. 1938, night. Several men were out coon hunting in an isolated area and had built a campfire when they noticed that the normally fierce dogs appeared quiet and scared and had crowded around the fire. Wussy dogs, wussy dogs. At that moment, one of the men noticed a huge white figure standing about 30 yards away. Is he hairy? Is it an albino Bigfoot? Just watching them, just looking. Wanting to know if he can eat one of them dogs. He pointed out the creature to the rest of the men. All were then overcome with fear and took off running as fast as they could, dogs and all. I don't know if there's any point in that. You know, you see something that's 9 feet tall and it's 30 yards away. There ain't no point in running. I'm pretty sure there's no point in running. Probably just going to piss them off or trigger the prey instinct, you know. I don't think you want to run. If you're going to get killed and eaten, then just stand there and take it. But running's just going to make it worse, I think. I suppose panic would say, okay, would you run like a lunatic on the off chance that the asshole chasing you is going to trip on a rock, fall down, hit his head, and die. That's what panic is hoping for. And I suppose every once in a while it happens. But okay, other local residents reportedly heard strange screams coming from the wilderness area. Oh, this is really terrible. 2 other men driving on a dirt road reported seeing a huge white-haired creature step out of the brush. Okay, so same creature. And started heading towards the car. For what? Want to ride? Want to rip your throats out? Eat your eyes? They drove away from the area as fast as they could. Yeah, okay. So it sounds like a number of sightings of this creepazoid thing, whatever the hell. Credibility, well, we can't really tie it in any way, shape, or form to any kind of alien thing. Okay. Near Kilfinny, Ireland. Snake Island. God dang it. But the part of my family, the part we didn't like, they came from Wales. And they used to tell me that when they were kids, they would take rowboats and they would fill them full of snakes. And then they would row them across to Ireland and they'd dump them on the shore just to piss the people off. All right. Spring 1938 times daytime. No, that didn't really happen, for Christ's sake. Jesus. God. A student. Man, a student walking along a country road was nearing some crossroads when he came upon a short 2-foot-tall man dressed in red and sporting a beard. The miniature Santa. Oh, well, Ireland's full of this shit. Yeah, okay, like we believe this. He asked the little man where he was from and was told the mountains. The student ran to obtain additional witnesses, and they also saw 3 short men, all in red and one wearing a white cape. The witnesses chased the little men, but these disappeared among the hedges and marshes in the area. What are we getting all this shit in a row for? Come on, Silver City, New Mexico. Oh, I used to live in that horrifically bad, evil, backwards, corrupt, goddamn fucking piece of shit state. Beautiful country, not beautiful people. I'll do a whole tape probably. Maybe I have. I did a partial one on we had some restaurants there. Oh man, should have been a movie. I wish I had one pleasant thought of New Mexico. The most corrupt people I've ever come across in my entire life. Far more corrupt than anything I ever found in any other travels anywhere in the world. Far more. Far more. Okay. Summer 1938, time is twilight. 4 children, including Anne Alley, saw a gray-clad man sail over them at treetop level. Okay. Alley would later recall that he seemed to be wearing a belt which was wide and had points sticking out of it. Like a pit bull collar. He also wore a Flash Gordon-like cap and a wide cape. Son of a bitch. The flying humanoid drifted across the sky above the children, and as they all stood and stared, speechless, he finally disappeared from sight into the distance. I'm thinking, some early manufacture funny helium balloons. Good God Almighty. Okay. We're getting closer. We're getting close. Something Arcadia, Greece, 1939, time unknown. A shepherd, Tachus Paraventus, encountered a humanoid with an enormous head that appeared and then vanished into thin air after a loud bang. Somebody shot him. That's all. Somebody blasted him with a damn shotgun. Sometimes there ain't a lot left. I blasted a shotgun. I blasted a big rattlesnake with a shotgun one time on my porch. And I never found a single trace. And we looked and looked and dug around. We never found a single trace. Not a scale, not a tail, not nothing. Okay. He vanishes into thin air. The door of the sheepfold was shattered into pieces. Wait a minute. Let's do this again. A shepherd, Tachus, whatever, encountered a humanoid with an enormous head that appeared and then vanished into thin air after a loud bang. The door of the sheepfold was scattered into pieces. I don't know how old Tachus is. Maybe he's really, really young, and his papa caught this guy bunking his wife in the sheep shack, blasted him to smithereens, and poor little Tachus was so traumatized that he made it into something else. Okay. This is not a productive session. And since we're gluttons, we continue onward. Mannheim line, Russo-Finnish border, 1939, time is unknown. Finnish troops holding the Mannerheim line against Russian-Soviet troops. Those poor bastards. That entire region, they're always holding the line against Russia. Always. Nobody's ever invading Russia. Nobody ever. They don't care. But Russia cannot stop invading everyone. They cannot stop it. It's something in their DNA. It's something faulty in their brains. Man, those people. Finnish troops holding them in. Okay, declared that they had seen hundreds of figures attributed to have been angels floating in the sky. Those probably Russian troops. Yeah, they're. I was in that region just last year, Ukraine, Romania, around in there, and I found that I couldn't understand the Ukrainian language or Russian language, so I didn't know who I was talking to, and I interacted with lots and lots of people. I found that if I instinctively did not like someone, it would ultimately turn out that they were Russian, and vice versa. If I liked them, they would turn out to be Ukrainian. Because they're two different people, basically. I mean, they're kind of mixed together, but they're basically two different people, and they've never really liked each other very well, and I can sure as hell see why. So, okay, angels. I hope it was the spirits of Russian soldiers. Last one, really the last one, near Boise, France, 1939, time unknown. The witness, 18, was walking through a wood on his way to meet some friends when he felt a presence behind him. He turned and saw the silhouette of an intense human form, 10 feet tall, moving toward him. He ran. Good boy. Instincts are working. Natural selection favors him. No traces were found. Okay, down in the comments, they got early report of alleged giant humanoid. Well, no goddamn shit. Like it's overstating the obvious. Okay, and that's it. We've had it. All right. We're back in the USSR. No, I'm in the US. Same thing. Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C., 1939. Time is unknown. Secretary of State Cordell Hull, under Franklin Delano Roosevelt. I thought it was Delano, but whatever. Shows my failing history. Under Franklin Delano Roosevelt, reported seeing 4 large glass-like jars, holding 4 creatures in a wrecked round craft of some kind being kept in a sub-basement in the U.S. Capitol building. He described the creatures as less than 4 feet tall and the object as being silvery metallic in nature. The object appeared to have been taken apart in pieces. The color of the material was of a color that he had never seen before, but for the lack of a better word, he used silver. Okay, here's some comments. I'm loath to read them. God, I hate these comments. This information has recently come to light, given to researchers by descendants of Cordell Hull. Interesting story. If true, it would seem to indicate that the U.S. had government. Okay, whatever. We don't care. Kind of a tough one because he's dead. We can't ask him. A nearly exact description of this was given by some handful of people on different occasions, 1 or 2 of which were so disturbed by it that they had significant trouble carrying on in day-to-day life after that for quite some time, even years. They were so traumatized by what they saw. I can't speak to this exact particular occasion, but I'm pretty sure that stuff exists. Well, yeah, let's just say pretty sure. Okay, so I'm going to give him 5 grains of sand. Okay, and we are really, really done. I swear to God, we're done. Oh man, that was good. Sometimes you just got to slog through this shit, you know. You just got to slog. You just got to get in there and clear the stumps and pull the rocks. You just have to. It's hard work, but you just have to. If you're going to get to the bottom of this issue, you got to do the bad stuff too. You can't just read the fun ones. So anyway, we cleaned out a lot of weeds. All right, geez, thank you very much, and now I get to go find out if my text window worked or not. It looks perfectly good from here, but you know, this is Logitech and it's also Windows, so. Oh, jeez. All right. Thank you very much, and good evening, and good. What camera? What camera? That one. That one? No. Sometimes we plug them in different places. Good night.